I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we... What?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's niece. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship. Not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in...
Nothing to bother yourself about. I'm just...
You wouldn't, by the sheerest of coincidences, be on the trail of a couple of heretics. The same a couple of the ambassadors of Theleme's men have been looking for not...
And so you know of...
Of course. The Cardinal's henchmen are hard to miss, even in a crowd. And they were making quite a fuss, hoping we would cave in and help them. Feel free to carry out your own investigation, but you'll end up with the same answers. The port brigs, just like the warehouses, are property of the...
You haven't heard anything about my cousin. To be honest...
Did you say my men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern?
That isn't the safest place in the city.
Let's go and find him.
Happy to be of some help.
When did you see your
It's
cabin?
been 2 days since I've had any... It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're... But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must.
Does the boy know anyone?
Other than Feller, I don't think so.
This Jonas. Does he have...
In tradition, we are all members of the same family.
Might I have a word?
As you wish. You'll find them over there.
Could you tell me a little...
We are masters of the oceans.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard.
Our magic, yes. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships, others are sea gifted, joining the Norts for different reasons. It's how the guild is made and maintains its number.
Could you tell me anything about our destiny?
It is a magnificent... The natives have a relationship with their land. They're a very friendly people, welcoming, that will appear to you strangely familiar. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures. Some, but I wouldn't know what else to tell you.
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is the biggest high seas port on the continent. Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city. It holds a particular state. Certain zones, it's a good port.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that. People smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a Captain Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
This smuggler is filthy. But perhaps we'll discover some useful information.
Good day. Someone told me that you were a friend of Jonas, the young cabin boy who has gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary?
Maybe a tad troubled.
Why would that be?
Why? I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys, and when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good...
Did he ever have one to...
Never.
Does he know anyone?
No one.
Do you think he could have made...
I wouldn't think that for a moment.
I don't know where to...
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone.
And you don't believe...
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But the itch for a drink gets us all. But here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing.
What do you think about...
He's a damn good navigator. He knows his craft well.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet.
I need to be... Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
What do you think about Captain?
It's a pity that he...
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking, and then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like...
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me.
Did you report this to...
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. The captain? No, not telling it.
Did Jonas seem troubled to you?
Maybe.
Do you know what was...
No.
Why would anyone want to...
How would I know? You...
It's just that I can't imagine... Did anyone else?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time. Now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know.
Thank you, Laura.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here. I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
I've seen a few escapes in my time, but I never thought I'd see someone go to all this trouble to break into a prison.
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're your replacements. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties.
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison. But reveal to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition, then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying?
Our work concerned the
The
teaching.
disciple of Saint Matthias. The one who returned to Thélème after...
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of.
And?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias... But the text that we discovered was radically different from...
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white. And there is no...
I understand now what this voice from the depths sounds more the power of a deep...
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret.
Who were you hoping would give you a...
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being...
That would be better than being
Did you try speaking with the censors?
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text. Or anything...
it served no purpose.
I see.
I beg of you, please
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum.
Your goodness honors you.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to stay here.
Have you spoken with the ambassador? Has he accepted this refuge?
It's blocked. Locked. I don't have the key.
spoken with the ambassador? Has he accepted to give us refuge? Have you spoken with the ambassador? Has he accepted to give us refuge?
Death to the others! You're running out of energy. Drink a potion. Move away! Things are about to get dicey! You're running out of energy!
Your Excellence,
Lady.
I would like to talk to you about
I am listening.
a couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning, and it seems that this is not to the liking of the Illuminati.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn them.
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people are
We are willing.
at the port of Serene.
Very well. I shall send an escort immediately.
I need to be going.
Goodbye.
We owe you our lives. We are eternally grateful.
It was nothing. I hope you won't have too much difficulty adapting to your new country.
If you would allow me, I would like to give you this. It's not much, but it is all that we possess.
Farewell.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
Oh, hello, Your Excellency.
Good day, Excellence.
Lady de Sardet,
It pains me to inform you that the
curse them!
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident.
The bridge. But I had hoped that you might intervene quickly enough to... We have nothing else to do but pray that...
I must be going. Farewell, Excellence.
May...
Have a nice day, madam.
Good day, my lady. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the Guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, madam. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your Master-at-Arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, madam. I'm just an agent, and I'm only obeying orders.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the Guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing personal. I'm only following...
Following orders. Yeah, we hear you. Makes...
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers?
When we've already paid for the merchant. If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious, and you were demanding a second payment, but refused to reimburse the one that was all—
I'm not the one demanding, nor—
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness.
I don't think you understand who you were dealing with. Lady de Sardet, niece of the Prince d'Orsay. And during our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion and theft. You know as well as I that the congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That's a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the Guard the merchandise without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung, and that you finish your days in prison.
I beg your pardon, my lady, but you are not my master. So
what?
You're...
We shall return.
Good.
You can... This... Your master...
Sorry.
Why don't... This whole...
This...
I don't... That's a shame. I order... Unless you'd...
I beg your pardon, my lady, but you are not my master. So
what?
You're...
We shall...
Good.
You can...
This...
Your master...
Sorry.
Why don't... This whole...
This...
I don't... That's for... You know... That's a shame. I order... Unless you'd...
As you request, my lady. I shall go immediately and ask that these crates be delivered to the attendant.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think you're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Welcome. Have you... Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Captain, you set sail soon?
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that you...
Blast me, I'm a
The commander was quite...
Very well.
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tyrford. The Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity, and we've already lost quite a bit of time with this...
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise?
I would never ask you to do such
But you don't mind asking...
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution. But this cargo...
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience.
Sworn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year? Welcome! Have you... Thank you for your visit. Welcome! It's such a pleasure to... Have you seen it? Thank you for your visit. Have you... Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I certainly...
I need to...
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin?
Have no fear.
I'm still without...
I have a favor to ask before...
I'm all in.
We would like to load some merchandise.
Impossible. All merchandise must be registered at so. Unless you're asking...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only...
Well then, they'll have to wait.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave to...
Captain, I understand your position.
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you. My quartermaster is a half-crazy... He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to displace guards where our cargo is being held before all that is not in the warehouse and noted on the manifest. Sorry, but you're crazy.
Sorry, Kurt.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's...
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. Be back soon, Captain.
Any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Here is the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Captain, milady, we were given orders to wait.
The way is clear.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it.
Don't you be worrying now.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there.
Move out, quick.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I wouldn't come.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
So you're back. Right then.
We can guarantee that your merchant...
Thank you, Your Excellency.
The cargo shall make the voyage. But who will be at its reception once it's arrived?
That shall be your next mission. Once you've reached New Serene, he will give you new until then. I wish you a safe and pleasant voyage.
Greenblood, do you need...
I must leave you. Tavern keeper.
I see you're back.
I'm looking for my cousin. His name...
There was indeed a party here, like.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shut.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, hair down to his neck, light...
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't...
What?
A good half of my furniture was broken into five.
Let me take a look.
If you can fix it...
Here you are.
Excellent. On his books, mate. Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. Dangerous.
What kind?
Several. Anything.
Thank you.
Anything else?
I need to...
Goodbye.
I'm
There
what?
will-
I'm saying.
A good... If you...
That's...
Oh, the father...
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
This furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
Well then, were you a...
Yes.
That does indeed look like fine work.
I would hope.
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they own.
What kind of business?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I...
Thank you for the info.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever... Anything else?
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Tavern. Someone told me about one of your faithful clients.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time...
Where might I find him?
Here. He would never give away...
I am looking for
A note, you say?
According to
A
one...
kidnapping. I would have noticed. Anything...
I need
Goodbye.
Who are you?
No, have no fear about that. I'm looking for a Nort that disappeared 2 days ago. A young cabin boy.
Yes, that does ring a bell.
What can you tell me about the boy?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. He must have been right to be nervous.
if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band, the kind of men you can round up for a few coins. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid...
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather, and I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think?
No, my lady, you're in luck. It was Sir Fontaine.
Where can I find
He
him?
has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw.
Thank you.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
If you had any idea who I am... Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
Sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Might I help you, my lady?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lady de Sardet. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could...
It concerns a delicate matter. According to witnesses, he had an argument...
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe the...
These witnesses are all in agreement. And
my son was probably shocked to have found us. A gesture that your drunkards must...
What was your son doing on a Naut ship?
It is what they do.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. It seems that you have been protected from this horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But you will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know.
Where might I find
I cannot say, Excellence. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him.
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin.
Have no fear. I will bring him.
I'm still without...
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nauts, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Naut. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Sir de Corsilion is a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
But I still don't see Constantine.
Don't worry.
I certainly hope so.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must. She told me a strange story about her son. She said that he was taken when he was a child.
Who was a cabin boy?
They took him back to bring...
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sardet. We need to do all we... Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain... Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of it. Certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to...
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son in an agreement signed between...
No. That pact ended a long time ago. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance. Via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nauts as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't see... This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek? Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Lady de Sade, what are you doing here?
I have come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine? I looked into the contract that binds you to the Naughts. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Naughts. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in this story. Don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
You are not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
Who are you?
My name is de Sade. I'm legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes, even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to your ship. I will see you there. It's blocked. It's not possible just now.
This man is gonna bring the guard out if you keep shouting like that. We should have gotten rid of him.
Don't be an idiot. It's obvious that he's a noble, a rich man. He needed to be taught a lesson, but it's better we grab some coin. With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster. He's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him out, or gag him.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress!
Constantine, it's me!
My fair cousin! Oh, my lucky star, always there to pull me out of my fight.
I do what I can. We are departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure. If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, fair cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
They haven't spotted us. We could sneak out of here silently. We have a ship to board.
You've always been a reasonable soul. Don't you think these brutes deserve a punishment?
Yes, without a doubt. But don't you think there are more pressing matters? Kurt.
It is your highness's decision to make. Whatever it is, I shall follow. potion! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! You're running out of energy. Drink a potion!
Madam?
Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir Freddy. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Be back soon, Captain.
Madam?
Are you ready? Can we wait?
We should be able...
Permission to board the ship.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. Do you have any farewells to make or any final business to put in?
No, my house is in order. We are ready to...
Perfect.
I am so eager to discover Tir Fridee. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience.
Madam?
Are you
We
ready?
should...
Permission.
Sir, you have it?
No, my house...
Perfect.
I am so eager to discover Tir Fridee. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard of it that the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, piss-distilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it!
Come now. Let's lend them a hand.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Kurt! Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
Rainblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I have the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
Madam, gentlemen. Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Stations, lads! Weigh anchor and ready hard to wear. Lively now, lively! Catch me a wind!
What a charming welcoming committee. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you were quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Nauts. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
Not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are!
To your health.
Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
I've been scullied.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope that there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service, for a while.